Dear friends, so today we have our second lecture on tort, and today we are going to cover the following topics: occupiers' liabilities under the both acts from 1957 and 1984, private nuisance, public nuisance, Reynolds-Fletcher, product liability. And obviously we will cover some MCQs. It's the end of the subject, so we will try to consider some practical questions. And who can be the best collector than a person who actually is dealing with this sort of claims? So here with me today is Matthew Canning. Welcome back, Matthew.
Hi there, hello everybody. Nice to be with you today.
Just as an icebreaker, and I think it will be very useful for our students, maybe you could share some tips about the multiple choice questions and your experience of sitting the exam, answering those questions.
Yes, definitely. So there are quite a few questions. In fact, in total per session, you will have 90 questions that you have to answer within 2 hours and 33 minutes, which means that per question, effectively, you have 1 minute, 42 seconds. So some questions will be very easy and therefore you won't have to use all that time, so don't worry. But for some others, you may need a bit more time. So try to keep track of the time per question, thinking that you should answer the question roughly within 1 minute and 40 seconds. But if you answer one very quickly, that's great, because that means that you'll have more time to dwell on other questions. However, whatever happens, I think I may be breaking up.
Maybe you are freezing.
Okay, so are you, it seems. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Well,
Maybe
I'll just...
maybe we just wait for you for a second if you log out and log in again.
All right, okay. I'll be right back.
Let's make a very brief pause, my friends. Sometimes that happens. I'll try to share the screen too. Okay. Just stay with us. Okay. Matt?
Yes, my apologies for that.
No problem.
And here we are. You will probably,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yes, my apologies. So in terms of tips, what I was saying is roughly, so make the most of the time. However, whatever happens, do answer the questions, because you won't be penalized if you answer wrongly. So really do answer. And so what I suggest you do, if you're in doubt during the exam, you flag the question, you answer it nonetheless. That way, at the end of the exam, you can review the questions that you have flagged. And worst case scenario, if you run out of time, at least an answer will have been put. Never, ever leave a blank. And the second piece of advice I was going to say is, if the question, as we will see later, doesn't start by which of the following statements is correct, but is a question such as which tort is applicable, don't look at the suggested answers, because they will trick you into, they will be misleading, basically, voluntarily. So try to work out the answer first and then look at the suggestions.
Yeah, we actually mentioned that on some previous lectures, that it's the best practice is just to try to answer the question yourself first, and then if you see the answer within the list, you can be more confident that it's correct. So anyway, let me give me a second to share the screen.